3, 2, 1, go.
What?
Well, you guys actually went crazy on a Friday. It was like the most 5 bombs in a stream that I've ever seen.
Ever?
It was, I mean, they needed an insane amount. They needed like 60 people to do 5 bombs.
Wait, they needed 60 memberships or 60 people to do 5?
60 people to do 5.
Wow.
It was like the lowest I think we had ever been on a Friday.
Ever?
And yeah.
Oh, we're going to start drinking water on these streams.
How's it going? What's good, everybody? You made it before 8:30? Well, with doing these on Saturday, unless you guys hit stretch, we like to only make these streams about 2 hours. So I'm like, let's start at 8. Can be done at 10 and actually have an evening.
Well, we started a new show, so.
That's right. And we finally watched Project Hail Mary last night.
Now, going to be honest, I didn't know anything about it except that he was in it. That's all I knew.
That's good enough for you, I guess.
And like a few minutes in, I realized it wasn't. But like it's a book, right? So I thought it was a true story.
Oh.
Because I didn't know anything about it. And so once they start talking, I obviously realized it's not a true story. But
Yeah.
I thought, oh, this is going to be so inspirational because it's going to be true.
Yeah.
And then I realized the only thing I knew about it was that he was in it.
No.
That's it.
That would have been wild. Marathon Season 2 is so good. You're so excited for the future. Are you being sarcastic?
I think there's a lot of O's there.
It was really good. It was kind of like if Intergalactic was a little bit more like sci-fi, maybe not sci-fi, a little bit more fantasy, and a little bit more like heartwarming.
How many times did you cry?
Twice, I think. It was good. I didn't expect to get emotional, but I did. You know? What's good, Banshee? How are you? Could be true one day. I mean, the entire premise of their travel in that movie is something completely made up. So, you're capping? Okay. You like the pixelization on the thumbnail? Yes, if you guys see the censored Fortnite thing, my son told me to do that. He's like, you should blur that out. And I was like, all right, I will do that. Interstellar, you mean? What did I say? Did I say Intergalactic? I don't know what I said. I meant to say Interstellar, yeah. Just X-filled from Cryo. What movie or show? Project Hail Mary. We watched it last night.
Oh, but it's a book, right?
Let's
see if I can get it. See if it feels like a... What? It's always trying to make me do this when I'm using it.
Oh, the update scheduling?
Yeah, like do it when I'm not using it.
It's like, we need to do an update tonight. Oh, I didn't mean to say Intergalactic. I meant to say Interstellar. Yeah, it's a little bit more fantasy and a little bit more heartwarming than Interstellar.
Look, this one's got his face on it.
Well, yeah.
This is in Spanish. Never mind.
The movie is probably really helping the book. You know what I mean? Little boy's going to be somebody. Yeah, probably.
Little boy is going to be somebody.
He's talking about our son.
Oh, I was like, I don't think there was a little boy in the movie.
Because he told me to blur the Fortnite
I thought
thing.
you meant there was a little boy in the movie, and I was like, I don't think so.
It was hot today, but he wanted to get out and do some soccer, so we looked up some hip like stretches and exercises, literally for soccer, and we did those before we went out.
Did that seem to help?
Yeah, I did. I felt like it helped me. You know, I'm an old man out there. And so it was so hot, it was like 89 degrees. I said, let's do 15 minutes, and then we'll take a 5-minute break. We sat in the garage out of the sun with the fan. He's like, let's go inside. I'm like, you don't want to go inside. You're going to get, you're so hot and sweaty. You're going to go into the AC, and you're not going to want to come back out. So I was like, let's just sit in the garage where it's still hot, but we're out of the sun. Put a fan on us, drink some water, and then we did another 15 minutes, and then we were done. 89, yeah, with like really high humidity. So we were drenched. So we each took I took a second shower because I'd already taken one, and he took one.
Poor thing.
He's looking good out there. You're looking forward to Odyssey? Yeah, I think Nolan played a game with everybody. I really do. I think he pulled a 900 IQ play. He got everybody to advertise his movie for him over stuff that's like... Everybody was upset over stuff that's like not even pivotal to the movie. So, I'm excited.
I tried to get the audiobook
Mm-hmm.
from the library, and they only have it in Spanish.
Well...
Isn't that weird?
I mean... Just get it in Spanish and...
Do I count it...
Put it next to a translator.
Oh, and say, wait, do I count it as read if I listen to it in Spanish?
You would have no idea what was going on.
I've seen the movie.
It's not like soccer where you can like listen in Spanish and you know something good's about to happen, so you like look up. You're like, and you're like, oh, something's about to happen.
No, that's how they talk the whole time.
No.
Yes, I feel like when we watched at our neighbors and it was in English,
yeah,
you had to watch the whole time.
Yeah.
Because they didn't get excited. But when we were watching it in Spanish, you had to watch the whole time because they were always excited.
Not quite.
Yes, yep.
I got good at knowing, like, because
you watched it more.
A couple of games, yeah, I would be playing Adventures of Elliot or Doom or something, working on, whatever my recent game is. And I would have, that's a very different book. I'd have the game on, and I knew when to look down. I could sort of sense the energy from the announcers. Yeah, we have Libby. Yeah, with my kiddos use it on a regular basis.
That's where it's in Spanish. And then I looked in Hoopla, and Hail Mary is a different type of book.
Yeah.
I don't read those.
What's good, gangs? Love the matching X-Files shirts. She had these made.
Aren't we cute?
When did you make these?
Wasn't it for one of our anniversaries?
I think it was for one of our anniversaries.
Whenever we watched it.
Yeah, we watched it, ended up really liking it. Because I grew up with it, and she had never seen it. So, I was obviously like, oh, this would be so fun to rewatch. And we had just rewatched Star Trek The Next Generation as well.
Rewatched?
Well, for me, I rewatched it, yeah. So, no spoilers. It touches on what happened in Troy. I don't think anybody's really worried about spoilers. The average person kind of knows the gist of what happens.
All the books.
Yeah, I guess.
I haven't read them. Have you?
Yes.
Isn't there multiple?
For great books.
I thought there was multiple books.
Yeah, there are, because some of them...
The guy I follow on Instagram, he was staying up till so late every night trying to watch it, try to read it before he went and saw the movie. He was like, I'm so tired.
It looked like it was going to hop around, too, because like the whole Trojan horse thing, that doesn't happen in the Odyssey.
I did hear from somebody, and she said she felt like because there's so much content pushed into one movie, some of that character development you don't get because they're trying to make it one movie instead of making it multiple movies.
You know what's
so
interesting?
So focus on major stories.
I don't think I would go to him for character development.
I don't know.
I wouldn't. When I think of Interstellar and Tenet and Inception and then his treatment of the Batman films, I'm not like, oh yeah, he's a killer at character development. He's actually more about spectacle.
Yeah.
And story than the characters.
Well,
at least that's my opinion.
Her complaint sounded like that's what he did.
It's what he always does, though.
And so maybe her review was based on her own disappointment and not. That's where it goes back to. I think there should be like a standard, like a test. Like for kids, we say if you know this, then you get an A, and if you get it wrong, then you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So when we review movies, we do it based on how I feel today. If I've got a headache, who I saw it with, what I was eating.
Character development is something that you're going to get from certain directors more than others, and he's not a character guy.
Yeah.
He puts characters in very unique situations, and then the movie's more about what's happening than the people. At least that's my read.
We should watch the first one before we watch the second one.
He's an ideas guy. Oh, yeah, she wants to watch him with Brad Pitt. He has a theme with protagonists obsessed with a singular quest. Yeah. Oh, you're heading to Tahoe, Alex says tomorrow. Promise to post pics in the Discord. You and Madam will love it. It's beautiful. Yeah, do it, man.
I've never been. Have you?
Mm-mm. Batman was awesome. Yeah, but there's not a lot of character development. Character development would be like when you have like this really, really great arc.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a good example.
That's why I liked Lost so much, because you had these arcs of characters.
But it was also over a TV show, right? You get so many opportunities to give us pictures of who these people are. When it's a movie,
So good character arcs or good character movies would be something like, at least again, this would be from sort of my, the movies that I like. I would be like Dead Poet Society, Good Will Hunting, where there's a lot that happens with the character. They get through, they go through crisis and struggle, and they grow and they change. Man of Steel was excellent. It was very character driven. Yes. Yeah, Memento is good, but I don't know if it's a character-driven story as much as an idea-driven story. I don't know. Yeah, Loki was really good with character. Yeah. That was an interesting show. I ended up liking it a lot. The vibe was cool, like the music and the style and everything. Yep. That's the one thing I miss when we watched Beyond Belief. Is it's like hokey, so the stories are it's almost like we're playing a board game every night. We've turned it into a game. She's crushing me. I think 12-3. Mm-hmm. We try to guess what's real and what's fake each night, and there's always 5 stories. I mean, she's smoking me. It's not even close. Not even close. I feel like I don't know. I can't tell.
Nobody sees it.
The camera's acting up.
It's just you.
I started ignoring it because it's always stuttering.
Well, we can get to the end of the season and take a break.
We'll see. Yeah.
Just because it's nice to have something that's super chill and it's only 45 minutes, 43 minutes tops.
Yeah.
And so it's nice. Like last night, that movie, we were up so late.
It was so long. Mm-hmm. It was 2.5 hours long.
Yeah, but aren't you glad you finished it?
Yeah, I wanted to cut it in half and I couldn't.
It wasn't one that I was like, I don't think I could tell you didn't want to cut it in half, and so I was like, no, let's just finish it.
Just keep going.
I just felt like it would, all that investment that you have emotionally into it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't connect with the end of the movie.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
It was way more emotional than I expected. Yo, what's good, Mike on the mic?
I mean, I knew you'd cry at least once.
I wasn't expecting it.
Well, you always cry in movies, at least once, so.
Yeah, but I wasn't expecting
so
that. It wasn't him. It was just so I'm working my way back through those history of philosophy lectures, and we started reading The Hobbit. So it makes me think of
with the children. The
Hobbit. Adjacently makes me think of C.S. Lewis, and how C.S. Lewis was always trying to find the way round. Is how I phrase it. Like I listened to his entire essential works when we went to. Was it when we drove to Atlanta? Okay. And I remember thinking everything he did, he's trying to find the way around. If you cry during movies, you have a soul. Yeah.
I don't cry during movies.
Lewis was trying to get to the other side. He wanted to can I get to the other side of reality? Is what Lewis wanted to do, and I thought that that's literally the quest. In that movie is bigger than we need to figure out how to keep the sun from dying. He's finding he's reaching out to the other side. There's more to existence than just us. And that was what hit me when that stupid bridge was going across. I was like,
no spoilers. It's still new enough.
I'm being generic. Okay. Bridge going across. No one's gonna.
I don't know.
You were in Atlanta. My condolences. That was a year ago.
Was it a year? Or 2 years ago? I feel like it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, we did the Coke Museum and all that. The best. I think that was probably the best aquarium I've ever been in.
Isn't it the best in the United States?
I think it's You cried when Optimus Prime died? Yeah, I don't really cry in movies like that. I didn't expect to in this one.
I knew he was.
I was done.
I looked over and I thought he was crying, but normally it's gushing down his face, and I didn't see it pouring down. So then then later I checked on him, and he was he had completed his cry.
Well, the one time he's having a moment.
Spoilers.
He's having a moment.
Okay.
He literally says, "I'm having a moment," and I was overwhelmed. It was amazing. I don't know. I'm not thinking about the movie. I'm thinking.
So
about
what you're saying is we should watch all of his movies?
No. Oh. He's got some good movies. Lars and the Real Girl is really creative.
Notebook.
I don't want to watch The Notebook. Yo, it's good, Feed. We see you in the chat. Haven't seen it, and one, two, have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm being so generic. You'll watch it and be like, oh, this is what Lona was talking about.
I legit had no idea what it was about.
Yeah.
I mean, to the point where I thought it was based on a real story.
Yeah.
Well,
eventually you realize he's in the far reaches of space. Like this couldn't be.
But you figured that out before.
Within 10 minutes.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Before it started,
I know.
All I knew was that he was in it.
Okay.
That's it. And I just assumed, it's probably a real story,
What trilogy do you think is better overall? The Dark Knight trilogy or the Captain America trilogy? Captain America trilogy. The Dark Knight trilogy is all over the place. We've had this debate before with the Dark Knight trilogy. I think Batman Begins is the most consistent of the three. Thematically, the story, the way it plays out. His suit's not as good yet. His suit's a little bit corny in Batman Begins. But Batman Begins is the most consistent of the three. And then the second one we all love because of Heath, but the second one gets freaking real corny with the cell phones and the stuff at the end, And then the third movie is a disaster, in my opinion. Yeah, Captain America is, because you get Cap, you get Winter Soldier, and then what do you consider to be the third? Civil War? That just gets better every time. Each movie's getting better. Winter Soldier is fabulous. Yeah. Yeah, Ryan Gosling, yeah. I highly recommend it. People kept recommending it to us. Batman Begins is the best of the three. I think it's the most consistent. If it weren't for Heath Ledger, I think a lot of people would pick the first movie as the best. They just would, because the second movie's just all over the place. He's obsessed with Rachel, and it's a different Rachel.
And it's never they never portray her as this person where you're well, you're really pretty, and your character is just, you just have a full character. You know what I mean? It's always she's always sort of boring. You know what I mean? When people get obsessed with people, you're oh yeah, I could see, they're really nice, and they're really pretty, and they've got this drawing charisma about them, and she's just kind of boring.
I still stand by the fact that she should have been dead at the beginning. The movie should have opened with her funeral, which would have made him... The whole point of the movie is that Joker's testing him, pushing him to the edge. And so the movie would have been darker.
Yeah.
And he'd have been more tormented. And you would have had a perfectly good reason to have Two-Face in the whole movie. Because they wasted him too. He's not in it enough. Yeah. And his transformation was fantastic.
Yes. I feel like he was better.
You could have done all these cool news broadcasts and interviews with him before the change to really show, wow, look what they did to Harvey Dent. There was no reason to switch from the cute girl next door. What's her name? What's her name? Oh my gosh. She's from Dawson's Creek, isn't she?
Oh, Katie Holmes?
Katie Holmes.
Oh, well, at least it'd be believable with Katie Holmes. Maggie Gyllenhaal? Are you serious?
No, Katie Holmes is Rachel in the first movie.
I know. I would believe that. Yeah. I would believe that he'd be into her because she's just got something about her. She does this thing with her face.
And they grew up together.
Yeah.
So she's cute. She's girl next door. Yeah. They grew up together. As soon as it's a different girl, you're like, who's this? They should have just opened with her funeral. Killed by the Joker.
Yeah, and then you wouldn't even have to show her. You wouldn't have to even have to.
No, you just have a picture of her.
You would have saved money.
He was going to leave her, Rachel. Dent can never know. Oh, gosh.
So dramatic. How old are you? 12? 14?
It's terrible.
Is this the first person you've ever liked?
It's all his teenage angst.
Yeah.
It's you're Batman. What are you doing? He's supposed to be tormented by the darkness, not by, a crush.
Yeah, not by not being able to touch anything.
Yeah. Like I said, if it wasn't for Heath, I don't think people would like that second movie as much. He really elevates it.
And I think that complicates people's feelings because of what happened to him.
Yeah, he elevates it. The only hill I'm willing to die on is that Nier Automata is the best game. You guys are debating games. Okay.
I've never even heard of that one. Have I played that?
No.
Okay.
You didn't realize it was a different actress until you said it? Homie.
Oh gosh. Go back and look.
If you haven't watched it in a long time.
Nothing against Maggie Gyllenhaal. I like her.
You might not remember.
I just think if I was gonna write a movie and have my main character like obsessed with this woman, she'd be a little bit more interesting.
Well, the other good thing about Batman
like,
Begins is you don't just get Liam Neeson as Ra's al Ghul.
I love him.
You get Cillian Murphy as the Scarecrow. It's just a really good movie.
Yeah. Liam always elevates all the things.
1, 7.
Stop. Nobody wants you to impersonate him.
No. Frank Caliendo.
Nobody knows who that is.
He does an impersonation of all those guys, and he literally can count, and he can sound like them. That's the one he does. He's like, 7. He's like, that's the best number to say is Liam Neeson.
That's all he does?
No. He does more than that. Frank Caliendo is probably one of the most gifted impersonators out there. He can do anybody.
Yeah, I guess.
What's good, Derek?
Hi, Derek.
Yeah, he does John Madden. He does everybody.
That kind of stuff. I'm not, like, okay. That's great.
It isn't funny. It's impressive.
Yeah, but is it?
I think
I don't know. I just, like, there's only so many times that you can show up impersonating people.
Well, the one guy that's making the rounds who can do snap into a Slim Jim. What's
Snap into a Slim Jim.
Golly,
I don't know what you're saying.
Stupid.
A Slim Jim.
Oh yeah. Oh, snap into a Slim Jim. What's his freaking name?
What's he look like?
There's Hulk Hogan, and then there's
Undertaker. Yes.
No. Oh, I don't want to look at chat. I want to know it on my own. Dang it. Macho Man Randy Savage. There's a comedian going around who can do Macho Man Randy Savage. His Dave Chappelle's more impressive than his Macho Man. He can literally. It was like a recording of Dave Chappelle when he did Chappelle. I was like, what the heck? It was very impressive. Yeah, he's making the rounds.
But then, like, what do you do with that? Like, what are you doing?
He's just going on podcasts. So, like, and he's on. There's another.
Can
guy
you do your own show? And it's like, you know, like when you buy like rose art crayons.
Is that his name? Dan Sauter. He was on with the guy from Mad TV. What's his name?
We are struggling.
I know. I'm getting old. I can't remember names like I used to be able to.
Here it goes. What's my name? Don't say it.
The guy, it's the bald guy from Mad TV. He can also do Randy Savage, so they were going back and forth. Yo, it's good, Rissick.
And then what? What do they? And that's it? They just talk.
They were. He said, if you do Randy Savage quoting Charles Manson, it sounds like something that Randy Savage would say. And they started doing it. They were giving each other quotes. Will Sasso, that's right. I was thinking Salvo, and I was like, that's not his name. Sasso, Will Sasso. And so they were giving each other Charles Manson quotes to say as Macho Man Randy Savage, and it was hysterical. And he's like, the reason I figured this out is if you do Dave Chappelle quoting Charles Manson, it's hysterical. And he just goes into Chappelle, and I was like, oh my gosh, like it was one of the most impressive impersonations I've ever seen. And he's getting known for doing Macho Man Randy Savage. And I'm like, you could literally trick people to think that was Chappelle talking. That's how good it is.
And then, like, just a question. So, like, people pay him money to talk, or like, what is he do? What is he doing with this?
He's just doing it for fun. He's just going on podcasts and talking, and they're just talking about the history of wrestling and like why he picked it up and thought it was so fun to do. Oh, he can do Cat Williams. Will Sasso and Dan Sauter. Yeah. The one clip was really good. It was really good. If you guys are watching on YouTube, still go through the ritual of hitting that like button. This is a public stream. Thanks, guys, for being here. We should probably start reacting to gaming news. We're doing that thing.
You're bumping
here.
in my chair.
We're just bumping armrests.
I haven't moved.
I don't know about that. This guy's what Jesse Ventura is pretty good. Very cool X-Files t-shirts. Thank you. She made them for our anniversary.
Order them off of Etsy.
She ordered them off of Etsy.
Yeah.
A couple of years ago for anniversary.
I mean, I probably could have made them.
Oh, I don't have the goal up. Hang on a second.
But I do feel like they weren't that much money, and it was so much quicker having someone make them and send them to the house.
Well, and like the reason I like them is that the shirts are super comfy. It's like that.
And isn't the colors cute?
Yeah, the colors are definitely cute. Hang on a second. Thank you, Quirky, for doing a sub over there on over here on Purple. Thank you. Enjoying you two just riffing. I mean, we don't have to react to the gaming news, but that's what we sell it as. So we have to eventually get to the gaming news. I want to believe. Yeah, it's a great show. It didn't end particularly well.
Yeah. I think they should have let fans write it, but it's fine.
Gaming news. GTA 6 has been canceled and Sony announces an end to digital games. Yeah, you'll just buy the console and set it in your living room. How's y'all's day going? It's good. It's good. It's a big step today. I was working, but also getting one of my older computers up and running so our daughter can have a computer for some of her schoolwork. She was very, very excited. Probably too excited.
Aggressive in her encouragement to have you do it.
I don't know where she gets that.
I don't either.
Yeah. It's weird.
It is weird. We'll have to think about it. She reads a lot of books.
Yeah. Yeah. Being a very, strong-willed woman, I have no idea where that comes from. But
what are you trying to say?
She was, practicing some new typing lessons today. That was the first thing she did. Should talk about the Game Pass news? No. Have you watched The Magnificent Seven yet? No.
You don't want to watch it ever?
You guys have to understand something. There's movies and stuff that I want to watch that are ahead of that.
Like what?
The one that we just watched.
Well, we've already watched it. So
and then I want to watch Backrooms. And then I want to watch Curry's movie, Obsession, because he's brilliant. So, sorry, y'all. It's cute, though. Warm and fuzzy marriages are nice. I don't know. They're just T-shirts, bro. This is not...
Warm and fuzzy marriages, that's how babies come up.
We're a little too old for a warm and fuzzy marriage. You know what I mean? We put time in, There's grooves and ridges here and sand and rock. No, I'm just kidding.
Sand and rock.
Well, what's the opposite of warm and fuzzy?
I don't know.
Cold and rigid.
You could just say, thank you.
Thank you.
I think, people getting along.
We're probably a rare breed, Mama.
Maybe.
20 years next year married.
What are you going to do about it? What you going to get me? Nothing.
If we both make it, neither of us die,
Oh my gosh.
I'll think of something. I'll buy you like a Lego minifig or something.
I don't want a Lego. I don't want anything I have to pick up.
Nothing that can make a mess.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll download and have some real life and wants to chill. That's right. Well, still hasn't watched Wind River. Oh, for frick's sake. I forgot all about that one.
You should just make a list of all these movies you're supposed to watch.
You believe the PvE push and marathons why Ziegler left, knowing his background in games? Oh, you mean like he came in and turned it into something completely different and it failed? So he's leaving?
Oh, I think that's being pushed out. Look, 25 years? 23?
A 25-year, a 23-year.
2.
Okay.
2, you got to start somewhere.
A cold and cryptic marriage.
Oh, gosh.
I don't want a warm and fuzzy marriage. I want a cold and cryptic marriage. I want it to feel like a crime drama every day. Like you're not sure who did it.
Who did what?
Exactly.
See?
I told my kids, I showed them just the opening of a Farming While Beige video where he's like, what is it now? And I'm like, this is what it's like to be your dad. I just walk into the room and I'm like, what is it now? That's just it. That's my life as a parent right now. That's just every day. They're either really excited to show me something, so it's what is it now, or they're fighting. Same response.
Been married for 0 years.
What's good, Nick? You've been married for 0 years?
Got to start somewhere.
You're going to celebrate your anniversary for that, Trill?
By watching that movie he wants you to watch.
Yeah, just watch anything you want, Trill.
You don't have to share snacks. You'd eat a lot more popcorn if it wasn't for me.
I was going to say, sharing snacks is actually probably a good thing, because I'd be plowing through a whole bag of popcorn, and that's probably
False.
good.
That's not true. Who gets the popcorn? Where does the popcorn come from?
I mean,
how does it get into the home?
I can use the order apps
You
and
cannot.
have stuff put on the porch.
No, you cannot.
Hey, Jaffe's in chat.
You cannot.
Being a parent is easier than being a game dev on Twitter, for what it's worth. Jaffe, I think being on Twitter is just bad for everything. You know, you could make cupcakes and people will be terrible to you. That's just Twitter, you know? And you know this firsthand, Jaffe. It's just everything's more difficult when you're older, because it just all seems so stupid.
Why'd you call him old? Because
he is. I mean, I call myself old. I'm 45, and these spaces get worse the older you get. You're just like, this is all so dumb. What are we doing? It's just stupid. I've muted so many people now. When I go to a tweet, it'll be like, you have 35 replies, and I'm like, I can't see anything because I just muted them all. I'm like, keep yelling, boys. Keep yelling. And I'll just keep posting, I guess. 16 years married, together 26. That's good. You hope Ziegler got a fat bonus? Oh, Ziegler will be fine. I don't have anything against Joe. He's a smart guy, but it to me is clear he came in and completely changed the direction of Marathon, and I attribute that as part of the reason why the game didn't do very well. We don't like Christopher Barrett that much, if at all, here. We don't have a whole lot of love for him, but go read his original idea for Marathon. It was actually quite good.
Oh, but you can dislike people and still acknowledge that they have good ideas.
Well, and
don't you think?
They settled with him, so I don't know.
All those secrets.
I mean, he knows firsthand what I know firsthand. They can take the most silly things and turn you into a monster, you know? He learned a valuable lesson. Maybe he shouldn't have jumped to conclusions about me, you know? Jaffe says, one of my kids fed another one of my kids their poop once. Beat that. That's pretty good.
I don't think I could ever recover.
That's a great story. That's like, if they're not married, you got to save that for the wedding, because that's phenomenal. And you get to tell the story twice. There's the eater and the feeder, and both times you get to tell the story.
The feeder should come out with like a poop cake and say, we're going to reenact this event that our dad's going to tell everyone as we reenact it. And it's like a poop cake.
That's great.
Right?
That's great. Please invite me to that wedding if it hasn't happened, because I got to see this poop cake that we've just committed you to.
I mean, we could probably make a poop cake.
We'll make it. Hi, who are you? Are you bride, groom? We're bringing the poop cake. So
dumb.
Should be on the VIP list.
The VIP
poop list. Oh gosh, that's terrible. I'm saving it for the true crime podcast that I know is coming. You're like, I knew I was going to talk about this one day, you know. I knew they were eventually just going to start killing people because they fed their sibling poop. They'll have you blacked out, but we'll all know it's you. We're like, that's Jaffe. He told us the story. So, some history here.
Okay.
Mr. David Jaffe is the creator of God of War. So he's actually had a long history in gaming, and now he does a podcast, and he does something with Colin on a regular basis. Colin's the guy I had on the show a while back. Good guys, both of them. Good people. Jaffe's a little cantankerous. I mean, he gets himself into hot water, but I mean, I know what that's like.
But I feel like it's your age group.
Our age group?
You said he was the same age as you.
No.
You guys get grumpy about things, and you're like, "Why are you grumpy about that?" Like that's not anything to do with you. Don't be grumpy.
Well, I just think that, it's like Sebastian Maniscalco said.
Ooh,
I like to be bothered. I like to be bothered.
But not about everything, just about a couple things and you're not even sure sometimes what they are until you're bothered by them.
His wife's like, "Why are you like this?" He's like, "I like to be bothered." Because he's just he comes back from the airport, and he's just in fits about all the people, She's just like, just ignore him. He's a funny comedian, too. He's very gifted. He's been controversial for a while. Here's the thing.
About what?
No, he's not. He isn't. He just gets to say what he wants because everybody else is having to play the content game. Jaffe's like, I don't have to play a content game. He just gets to say what he wants. And I think that's why some people get mad because they're jealous. They can't. They're captured to their audience and their narratives. And he's just like, he'll just say whatever the frick he wants. And I've been doing something similar. And it's not good for your numbers. It isn't. People are mad at me and unsubbing because of my stances on physical and digital and Xbox and the rest. It's like, sorry.
I mean, I guess people can get mad, but like when is it, 2027? At the end of 2026, unsubbing to you because you said this is what's going to happen doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Well, I didn't say this was going to happen. I said we're fighting the wrong fight when it comes to the physical digital thing. And I was like, I get why you're mad. I don't like you losing choice, but this is inevitable. You're fighting the wrong fight. We need better ownership. You know what I mean? I respect the crap out of guys like you, though, because you get up every day and talk about stuff that I just know you got to not give a crap about, but the audience does.
I feel like that's you, like in a statement. That's in your bio.
I've been having that conversation with my producer regularly. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care about that topic. And it's like, we got to figure out a way to talk about it.
But lots of people do.
Well, I enjoy taking topics through like a process. If I'm not interested in the topic, I can find a way to make it interesting. Take it through a process. Like if it's something that's bad, I try to be like, okay, how can we fix this? What are the like I did the other day. I was like, what are the wildest ideas we can come up with, how to fix this? That's fun. I'm getting to be creative. But yes, it is, it's difficult. Creature scolded me because I said one of the reasons I think my mood has soured is I go from listening to like these history of philosophy lectures and then I have to talk with a YouTube chat. And he's like, why are you doing that? Stop doing that. It's like you're reading Lord of the Rings and you put it down and have to have a conversation with Paul. He's like, I don't want to talk to Paul. We love you, Paul.
Oh my gosh.
They have a creed. It's about an assassin. Actually, I'm going to talk about that Monday, though. There is actually something interesting happening with the dialogue about Assassin's Creed, because Black Flag is crushing it. And people are like, this is right here why you need to go away from the RPG bloat. Because you can just make great games. It'll probably be faster for the developers, too. They're comparing, like, Shadows and Black Flag.
You read Trill's comment?
You dissing us, cuh. I'm not dissing anybody.
You basically said, I'm listening to really smart people, and then I have to talk to these dummies. You literally just said that.
No. YouTube chat
is these people right here.
No, it's an animal.
This is
it's
YouTube,
this
right?
big, huge thing. These are my people. The YouTube chat has got its own.
Well, you didn't.
Monday through Friday, especially. Hex, that does look great. Black Flag's fantastic. People are really attributing the reason that people are enjoying Black Flag to the fact that it doesn't have all the RPG bloat. You can just enjoy it.
Basically.
You can just play it and enjoy it. It's good story, good characters. It's not like, can you go rescue my cat, like, for, like, the 25th time?
Like the game that stole my hat?
Like the game that stole your hat.
So mad.
Yeah. Did you watch France versus England? No.
The losers game? No thanks.
I might end up watching it later. I heard it was a freaking shooting gallery.
Rewatch a game that already happened?
Well, if it's a shooting gallery...
So, hold on. Let's just get this straight. You don't have time to watch movies that they have recommended for years, but you've got time to rewatch a game of losers playing that's already over.
I don't know why this is turning into an indictment.
Just asking a question.
I feel like I'm on trial.
So are you watching this game? You don't have time to watch these movies that people that you've known for years have suggested. We think you would like it. You should watch it. They've suggested it a million times, but you've got time to watch. It's a game of losers. They lost.
See ya, Jaffe. See ya.
They lost.
No.
That's why they have free time to play each other, because they lost.
They're
the losers.
I can watch it in here when I'm working, and I can skip to the goals. And
when you're working.
I like to study what leads up to the goal, because as a coach, I learn from that. I learn like when's the best place to do the through pass, when do they use the wing, when's the best place to cross, like how are they getting past the defender, like how are they beating the defender, like when's the counter attack take place. Like I'm watching the highlights as a coach.
I probably should watch a couple movies.
Chad probably thinks you're being so based right now. Like, oh yeah, get him, Adam, get him. Yeah, I didn't have time to
just watch the highlights. Here. See, look.
Oh, I'll tell you what. So when do I watch most of my entertainment? With you? Do you want to watch? Do you want to watch the highlights from the France-England game?
I don't want to watch a game of losers. They lost. That's why they have all this free time to play each other.
They're not losers if they made it that far in the World Cup.
Are they in the World Cup?
They were in the World Cup all the way to the end.
Are they in the final?
That's not who you did.
Are they in the final? Yes or no? Yes or no? Answer the question.
Your Honor.
Yes or no?
Objection. Badgering the witness.
Stop it! Like Judge Judy.
Listen to me.
Are they in the finals? Yes or no? It's just a yes or no.
They were in the finals.
No. Are they?
They're not in the final.
Are they in the final?
No.
Why not?
Because they lost.
Okay.
Does that make them a loser?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. If the goal was to win all of the games and they lose one, they lost.
So then no team is ever a winner. Everybody's a loser.
The very final one.
The very final.
Yeah. So if Messi wins this game and he retires, then he's always a winner. But if he comes back next year and he's too old and he loses, he's a
hopefully
loser.
his favorite ref is there.
The skinny one? Or a different one?
I don't know. There's a ref that seemingly is always present for his wins. I don't know. I think
Guardian Angel.
I think Spain's going to surprise Argentina. I think they're going to surprise them. Spain is tough.
He cheated.
Spain is tough.
I guess.
Watch clips of the goals. There were 10 of them, and ironically, I missed them all. How did you miss them all? What were you... Did you just not watch the game? 10 goals in 90 minutes. That's like a goal every 10 minutes. How did you miss that? Spain's better overall. I think they're a tougher team. Yeah, they are.
I mean, I guess we'll see tomorrow.
The way they just shut France down, like Mbappe was just not a factor. France looked like a different team. Like, go back and watch all of France's games and then watch them play against Spain. And you're like,
don't watch the movies your friends suggest. Rewatch these games.
You're like, what the heck? What the heck happened to France? Spain happened to France.
And then tomorrow's like the last game.
It's it. Yeah, it's over after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
We agree with Madam. Wait, does that make her dumb too? Sorry, we are in your presence, Lono the intellectual. It wasn't like I'm so intellectual and chat so stupid. It was, oh, this is intellectually stimulating, and now I have to argue with people who will be like,
who are not
Game Pass is profitable. Like, you're like, oh, but Sony laid off a mobile team 7 years ago. Like, that's, come on, brother. That is a gear shift of a gear shift, okay?
Well, I mean, there's multiple gear shifts there. when you're listening to something that's recorded, like they're not gonna they're not gonna add back to what, you know what I mean? Like it's always gonna be the same. And
I mean, I'm literally listening to college professors, and I'm like, oh, this is so interesting. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, you know.
Oh, did you get it in Libby? Did you know you can get Libby? You can get.
These are all on YouTube. They're
I'm
recorded.
saying
They're like recorded
in Libby,
lectures.
there's recorded lectures.
And it's just really interesting because, you know, we're all it's super relevant to our time and things that are happening, and it's relevant to some of the conversations that we have, you know, especially once you get into, like, you move from Hegel to Marx and you're like, like the way consumers view, you know, the market and stuff. But yeah, it's like I wish I could bring some of that to the table and talk about it.
Can you read the last comment?
I'll have you know that's a non sequitur. No, what I'm saying actually logically follows, so it's not a non sequitur.
Okay.
Have you gotten a chance to Star Fox? Oh no, I finished. I finished the Doom DLC. Just fabulous. It's so frustrating. It gets better and better and better the further you go. I kept saying, I can't believe how good this gets. It's just better and better and better and better and better. And now there's even they made Endgame in a DLC. Like, who does that? id Software does that. Oh, it's so good. Now that I'm done with that, I don't know what I'm going to do. There's Star Fox, there's AC.
Is that what you were playing the other night? Because I did not like that.
Yeah, all the violent stuff.
It was just weird. And the music was kind of creepy.
You're like, ah! Like, just everything's exploding. Oh, it's so good. It's a tragedy. You type this and you expect you can't be real. They replaced Helen of Troy with Felon of Troy. That's what you think of her. Wow. Okay.
What does that mean? Did she say something bad?
No, she's gorgeous, and she's from she was in This Is Us and the Black Panther.
I didn't watch This Is Us. We shouldn't get mad at people. We should get mad at the people making choices.
I saw he refused to buy the DLC out of disgust for how Microsoft go to the studio. I already owned it. I had the collector's edition, so it was like I just downloaded it. I get where Colin's coming from, though. It's bittersweet. It's super bittersweet. It's like this is literally what they needed to do with Doom: The Dark Ages. Like, they listened to all the feedback, and now there's like 76% of them gone. Did you play Abyssus yet? No, we've been playing
I don't know what it's called.
Astral Ascent. We're really enjoying it. I think we're basically right at the point where we're probably done with it, though.
We're probably done.
Because we keep getting to the final boss and killing him, but then he kills you. And when we played Sworn, we killed King Arthur, and then King Arthur would do the same thing. He would kill you, because it's a rogue. And then eventually we killed King Arthur, and then we went into a whole other realm, and it was really crazy, and we fought some chick and killed her, and then we were done. And I don't know when we're going to be done with Astral Ascent. We've been playing it for, we just hit 30 hours last night.
It doesn't feel like we're moving in the game. It feels like we're just kind of doing the same thing.
Well, we've unlocked so much. We're really strong. So
right.
Like,
that's fine. But like,
that's fun.
Like, at what point is like, are we just doing this forever till we die? Like, I mean,
yeah.
It just feels like we've reached that point where it needs to either roll credits or just maybe.
You play video games and watch movies. I thought you were too busy reading Hemingway or memorizing pi to the 50th digit. Shut the frick up, man.
I mean, you did say something like earlier about that.
No, I did not.
We were all here for that.
This aggression will not stand. Can we get 20 more likes over here on YouTube, please? Let's get 20 more likes. I do think we need to start moving through these stories.
All right.
But I need to replace my drink. I'm already out. If you guys like,
nobody asked what you had.
If you guys like IPA, well, they're gonna ask.
No one's asking.
Don't
ask.
Fine, don't ask.
Don't ask. Say we don't.
No, I'm not gonna tell them. No. I hope they do ask, and I won't tell them.
It's fine. It'll be on his floor for a month. I'll just post a picture of it in Discord.
It'll be your fault. That is rude.
What you got over there on the floor?
There is not a single
Okay,
can over
all right,
there,
all right.
lady. Mr. Leno, please teach us to balance wisdom with recreation. I swear. I swear. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Angry Joe gave it a good review. Is the movie bad? No. I think Nolan kind of, at some level. It
seems like everyone liked it.
Yeah.
I follow different people
Yeah.
on Instagram from different whatever, and they've all said recommend.
I saw people that were hesitant, worried, concerned, and they're like,
Someone's got you.
It's mind-blowing.
All right, you got 2 people.
What's the IPA? What's the IPA I'm asking?
You should DM him secretly, just a picture of it.
No, I'll do it.
Oh,
If
stop.
you-
I'm having a Diet Coke. Thank you.
She's having a Diet
The
Coke.
cute little soccer ball in
She's
it.
got the cute little soccer ball.
Put it right there.
So if you like a good IPA and you're not trying to spend a bunch of money, the Centennial IPA, you get, it's a 7%er, so it's right in that nice spot where like it's not a 9.9 that's knocking you down.
It's not 1.5.
And it's not like a 5%er that's like a light. It's a 7.2. The nice thing about Centennial is it's a 15 pack, not a 12, and it's like $17. It's almost $1 a can.
Is that at Total or at Target?
That's anywhere I find it. Kroger, Target, anywhere.
It's at Target though?
Yeah, Centennial. And there's this one, it's always next to the Everyday IPA with like the truck on it. But the Everyday IPA is like a 5.5, which is fine, but it's like, I like a 7's like perfect. So if you like IPAs and you're not trying to like, because some of the IPA samplers are really expensive and you get 12 and they're like $5 more than this. And this is 15 cans instead of 12. A Stone Spire with the VIP Plus in 39 months.
What's Star Wars Zero?
Star Wars Zero Company is coming. Good evening, Madam and Lono.
What does that mean?
It's a Star Wars game. Stone Spire's going to gift one. He's going to gift another one. Just give him a second.
Do you remember the Star Wars game that you played where you were like pretending to actually use a lightsaber? What was that game?
Pretending?
Yeah, I felt like you did something and you were like, it was like more.
Back in our first apartment?
Yeah, what was that called?
Oh, that was Force Unleashed.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Stone Spire with another one. Because you played it. Remember, I came home and caught you playing it. That was on the Nintendo Wii. The sequel sucked, but the first one was really good. Yeah. That's actually got some cool story in it, because like Darth Vader shows up to kill this Jedi, and he tells him, "You're hiding somebody here who's stronger than you. I can sense him." And it's his son. It's the guy's son. And his son is really strong. And Darth takes him as a special apprentice. And then that's who you end up playing as. It's a really cool story. The guy who voice acts him in that game, not Darth, the main character, he's actually like a huge Star Wars nerd and knows a bunch of stuff. And I think he's even done like the voice for Darth Maul in like the animated. Isn't that who it is?
Wow.
He's like super into it. He's super cool. People love him because
I like when they do stuff like that, when they get somebody who's actually, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like someone who's totally into it and not someone's like, who is this? I don't understand.
Yeah, he's big time Star Wars nerd.
He adopts him. Sounds like he stole him.
I don't know if he adopts him. He takes him in as like an apprentice.
Oh my gosh. He gets another chance to be a dad.
That's not what Darth does.
He just said he adopted him.
Sam Witwer, yeah. The sequel sucked. Yeah, Force Unleashed is amazing. And then the second one was so dumb. And so it's not even worth playing. It's
on the Wii. Can you even play it?
It's a massive disappointment. The first one's amazing. He pulls a freaking Star Destroyer down. It's so cool. It stinks that they mess up the sequel so bad. He raises a child soldier. That's right. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Ryan Gosling's in an upcoming Star Wars movie.
Is he a Jedi?
I think he's going to be kind of like almost like a Han Solo kind of character. Not like I don't think he's going to be a bounty hunter, but I think he's going to be like somebody from like, the Outer Banks.
Nobody cares where he's from. He's just so good looking.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He is kind of having a run, isn't he? Like Blade Runner, and now Star Wars, and he did the one that we just watched. He's like,
I mean,
just kind of getting it in.
I think if people stay in their own lane and they don't try to support fake stories, then people are going to want to work with you. So
Yeah.
you got other people who are creating these fake stories and filing lawsuits against people, and they're focused on that now. They can't do movies, so you need a really handsome, talented.
He's kind of always been there. Yeah. What did he do with Harrison Ford? Because they were doing all those interviews together. Yeah, we loved Hail Mary. I absolutely loved it. Why is Lono Scully? Is it all the philosophy shows? Huh? Thank you for the $3. No. This is how Mulder answered the phone. Scully, it's me. Or that's what they would say. Mm-hmm. He would say when he called her, Scully, it's me. She would say, Mulder, it's me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, he was in Blade Runner with Harrison Ford. I'm an idiot. I just said Blade Runner, and like it suddenly escaped.
Did we see that?
A long time ago, and it was super late, and it was super long, and like I kept falling asleep. We did that with Dune. Look, we need to go back and we need to rewatch Dune. We need to rewatch Blade Runner, and we need to just cut them in half. They're too long.
So wait, we're gonna watch movies that we've already seen, and we're not gonna watch movies that we haven't seen. So we don't have time for these movies that your friends have suggested. But we're gonna.
I'm a man. I'm 40. I watch what I want.
We have time for movies that we've already seen.
Mama, I watch what I want.
Yeah, apparently.
You take over the show. I'm going to go watch Blade Runner.
He's going to go watch the movie now. He won't. See if he comes back. Or if the kids get him.
Okay.
Oh, he's yawning.
All right, let's do this Dad Burn show.
Dad Burn?
Let's do it. Let's do this Dad Burn show.
People are agreeing with me.
Your logic is sound.
You're rude to them.
I tell you what, if we weren't doing this show right now and we did this, you would have no idea that we were rewatching it because you'd be like, yeah, I don't think we ever watched this. You forget the video games we play, like a week after we play them.
Oh, just to put it out there, a lot of the things are just recycled ideas. So we'll watch a movie and it's basically the same as something else.
Okay, Solomon.
So like last night was different, okay? So I might remember that.
A YouTuber made Obsession? Yeah, it was Curry. Yeah, Curry from That's a Bad Idea. He's brilliant. He is absolutely brilliant. It's funny that like him and Jordan Peele, same thing, like move from comedy to like really creative, scary movies.
Are they actually scary?
The Obsession is apparently very scary, and then Jordan Peele's made some really creepy.
Mm-hmm.
Deflecting.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of mother.
Yeah, so he's not disagreeing with it. He's just, if he didn't feel like he was, he would be arguing right now about how he wasn't.
I tell y'all what. I do whatever I want.
Yeah.
It's the way I live my life.
Is it?
No, it's not actually at all. I barely ever do what I want.
You got Creature Me and the kids.
That's right. Between the, I don't almost ever get to do what I want.
What would you like to do besides not watch these movies?
Take a sip of this beer.
Careful. Sometimes. Good. I didn't want you to like joke.
All right.
Let's hear it.
First story of the night.
Okay. It's the end. What's the last day?
Marathon's dead. All right, next story.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
It lasted longer than you thought.
Okay. Numbers are bad.
Still?
Bungie just went through significant layoffs.
Okay.
About half the studio's gone.
They still exist?
They do.
Okay.
Bungie and Sony also settled with Christopher Barrett, who was the former director of Marathon. Mm-hmm. When he was fired, they put a guy named Joe Ziegler in charge.
Okay.
Ziegler famously...
Where did they find him? Where was he?
He came from Riot Games, which that's good pedigree. Like, they have done great work. And they made a game called Valorant that's done very well.
but from a different game. They couldn't find
Yes.
someone in the company that was already working on the game.
They bring in Ziegler.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Ziegler famously changed the direction of this game in a pretty significant way. It's more of like a hero shooter with abilities, which that's very much coming from Ziegler and not from Barrett, and certainly not from Bungie.
So how is he going to make the game?
Well, he took over like a year and a half ago.
No. Barrett. How was Barrett? What was the game going to be?
Barrett was going to have like a persisting world, and like I don't think it was going to be so PvP focused. It wasn't going to be class focused. It was very much going to be like adjacent to what Destiny kind of is, but also it was going to. It felt like it was going to be more about like what Marathon originally was about. So back in the day, old school shooters like Wolfenstein 3D and Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Wolf 3D told a story. Doom didn't really tell a story. Doom was just about the combat.
Okay.
What they did with Marathon, Bungie's like first game, was it was like an old school shooter, and they did environmental storytelling. You'd find little data pads with lore and info on them, and it was mysterious and cool, but you were also shooting and fighting aliens and stuff. So this is built in that world, but it doesn't really build on any of those things. You're just fighting people and trying to get out.
Mm-hmm.
In any case, Joe Ziegler just yesterday retired and left the company.
Retired?
He left Bungie. He didn't retire, sorry, he quit.
Okay.
And this Lars Bakken also quit. I always liked Lars. I met him in 2019. He was a super sweet guy. He had been at Bungie for a long, long time. So was Scott Taylor. These guys are all leaving. All of a sudden.
Being forced to leave.
No, the layoffs already took place. These guys didn't get laid off, and they're leaving anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So the obvious question is, what's going to happen to Marathon? Because this is the guy, this is the director, this is the man that was...
So is it fixable to go back to the original idea, or it's so far in this that they can't, that it's always going to be this way?
I don't think this... My personal opinion is that it's not redeemable as a game.
Okay.
I think too much time has gone on. Not enough people care and want to play it.
How many people are playing it right now?
The numbers are terrible.
Okay.
It's the lowest they've ever been.
I know, but
we say that literally.
I
every
say
week.
that's anytime you talk about it, you literally say that.
So the new season started a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
Okay. So before this season started, they'd get to like 10,000.
I'd say 10 or 12.
Okay. Now they can't even get above 6,000.
6,000 people?
Like 5,000 to 6,000 people peaks on Steam. It's bad.
Oh my gosh, it's like not very many people. Okay. So what?
That him quitting has created a gigantic question mark. It's like, well, what is going to happen?
Do you think he really quit, or he was said you can quit, or we're going to fire you?
I personally think,
like they maybe they were allowed to only fire so many people. No.
This is what I think's happening. He may have gotten wind of what's about to happen. I think Sony's about to make significant changes and put them all on a new project. That's what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to pull Destiny 3 out of incubation, and they're going to put everybody on it. And I think Marathon's done. Now, I could be 100% wrong, but if that's where they're going to go...
They're going to basically close this up and say, everyone who's left, we're doing this or you're out.
I think so.
Okay. Nobody can come back.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Because if they settled, that means maybe some of that dirty laundry that was going to come out is going to kind of be thrown away.
Well, Sony's not going to let any of those people come back because they probably know now all of the bad stuff that was going on.
Yeah. Sony won't overlook
No, Sony will
bad
not
things
no.
over talent or ideas.
No.
Okay.
None of them are worth bringing back. I don't think so. They were bad leaders. They drove the company into the ground.
Yeah.
Most of the leaders were drawing ridiculous salaries, did not care that it was basically slowly bleeding the company dry, and they just all left with big fat, packages of, money. Is he the guy who issued the apology before launch? No. That was, what was his name? Joe Cross or something like that. He was the art director. He quit, before the game came out. So
what's the news? Oh,
That's-
that he got fired.
no,
that he quit.
He quit. Yeah,
Okay, where is it? What's he doing now? Or he's
no one knows.
got enough money, he doesn't have to worry about
Yeah,
it.
he could probably get scooped by somebody. I mean, I personally think we're going to come out of July and everything's going to change.
Okay.
I don't think Marathon. There's no way you can continue.
Do you think they'll announce Destiny 3 end of Marathon?
I
the
think
same
that's
time?
I think that's what they should do. I think that's what they should do. So this is the trajectory for Marathon.
Oh, where's that little bump?
Okay, so this is the new season. So this is right before the new season. So they were consistently
What's it right now?
hitting, 10s or whatever. So now it's consistently just getting into the 5 and 6s. So it's basically half of what it was player peaks wise right before the new season started. New season started and then immediately crashed, basically. He quit. I actually think he quit. I do. I think the morale at the company has to be atrocious because of the layoffs.
Yeah.
And
I bet it was bad before, and then the layoffs. Having that hang around made it bad. Everyone leaving, that's bad.
Yeah. After the layoffs, Scott Taylor leaves, Lars Bakken leaves, Ziegler leaves. They're probably like, "What? No, we don't want to work here now. This is terrible." Like it's
So
probably
who's
bad.
left? How many people are left?
400 something people maybe.
All in the same building?
I mean, a lot of them work remote, so that's the other question: is
Oh.
are they going to stay in this giant building in Bellevue, Washington?
Can they sell it?
Sony's going to make that call probably.
Oh. Or they're going to take over and make it something else. Bungie owns it. They're not renting from somebody.
They own it. They even I think they even
So Sony
expanded
owns it.
They do now.
It's Sony's property.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they'll come out with a different game with a different company
Yeah, well,
because they got all the space now.
Bungie effed around and found out. They got real cocky, real egotistical. They burned through cash, and the bill came due.
Yeah. It's too bad.
I feel bad for all the people that got laid off or are still there that are just trying to work a job.
That didn't get all the money.
Yeah.
They weren't making the big bucks. They have to have this job.
Yep.
They weren't, playing games and.
The bad leaders,
Yeah.
get
That's
to
too
just kind
bad.
of walk away. Yeah, well, they'll all get what's coming to them one day.
Maybe.
Bad leaders always do.
Okay. Next.
Okay.
Yep.
So that was the marathon one. Now the other one that's getting some backlash that we talked about is the Fortnite skin situation. I'm not going to put them up on the screen and overbake it. I mean, I guess we can. We can just run the trailer. No more Mr. Ice Guy. Are we going to have to look at that every time? There we go. So for the first time ever, in all of the years that people have played Fortnite,
Okay.
and you could say there were some skins prior to this that were kind of pushing against it a little bit, like
Yeah.
the one that we just looked at just a second ago, where she's like wearing like the sweater and it's like kind of a skirt but kind of not, but she's got shorts underneath. And there was another character that was wearing like a bikini top and shorts, and it was kind of like, I was like, why is that in the game? They just pushed out these DC Universe characters, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Batman, and they're all in like swimsuits and stuff.
Okay.
And I have argued already on a podcast once that they're far too revealing and far too sexualized to be in a game rated for teen. Like it's a teen rated game, which is 13 and up. And it's getting backlash. People are basically saying, why are you doing this? They're arguing that it's basically to compete with Marvel Rivals, which is another game in the market that is doing pretty ridiculous skins. And
Well, they shouldn't. So then, when kids are not allowed to play the other ones, they can play this. I mean, I know not everyone has parents that are paying attention, or whatever. But like, who are these people that think this is fine?
Well, that's the problem, is that let me just show you Emma Frost Marvel Rivals skin. So she was kind of the beginning of this.
Okay.
So they started revealing, like, you know, and unveiling, like, her skins in the game. And this now is tame compared to what they're doing in the game. Like, and then remember, this is a teen-rated game. And this is tame compared to what's in the game now. Like, this is them revealing the character and, like, all the stuff she can do, but, like, the little cinematic animations and stuff were, like, a bit... They're obviously, you know, to me, I think it's adult. Like, this is content, these are skins, these are animations, this is accentuation and focus. That's like that's for adults. That's not something that children should be looking at. I mean, look at that. Like, she literally smacked us in the face with the jiggle. Like, what are we doing? So the question is, like, is anything going to happen? Like, are there going to be any kind of blowback or pushback?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it does seem like the kids these days are being sexualized. Like you hear of those stories where they're in class and they're being asked, what is your preference or whatever.
So this is what it is now. I mean, this is it. Like, again, it's gotten beyond. Like, it's gotten beyond what I would consider to be like, oh, it's a person in a swimsuit, or oh, like, this is 100% signaling sexual energy. Like, this is objectification. This is sexualized. So, like,
the graphic novels the kids read at the library, you can get, like, the one that's marked J. Mm-hmm. And every once in a while, an adult one will get filed in with theirs. And this is what they look like in the adult ones. And the ones that are marked J are clearly made for kids. They've got that Spider-Man type, you know, animated TV show type of look. But the kids have pulled out ones, not knowing that they were for adults, open it up, and that's literally what they look like.
Yeah.
But we've told the librarians, this is supposed to go over here.
Yep.
You need to make sure it's not being put in the wrong spot.
Yeah. That was the example I gave. As a thought experiment, I told people, I said, imagine your 13-year-old went to a book club at the library or their school, and they came home with a book, and that's what was on the cover. You'd be very upset. You'd be like,
you should be upset, right?
Like, who gave this to my child?
Yeah.
So I don't know if anything's going to happen, because people are like, well, the ESRB rating for teen, it says, you know, it can have partial nudity. And I'm like, partial nudity, that means that they could basically be all but completely naked, and then that's okay?
But here's the thing. Partial nudity on an adult. Like, if this game had a partial nudity child, is that legal? Like, where's the line?
Right.
So, an adult character, I can pick as a child a woman or a man, or probably a woman, right? A woman who's naked. But if you picked someone that the age of our daughter, if she was half naked, that's illegal.
Yeah, people would be like, that's gross, which is
insane.
Exactly the point.
It's like, it's insane.
It's not, and the thing
and
about
then these kids grow up to be dangerous criminals because we've been sexualizing them since they were 10. So
the main reason I was frustrated is that this is the picture that was kind of making the rounds. And it's like, Harley Quinn is clearly wearing, like, sports bra swimsuit style. Like, okay, fine, it's the summertime. This doesn't bother me at all. The Poison Ivy one, calling this a swimsuit is generous. Like, that's not...
Nobody's swimming in that.
No. Number one, you'd have a hard time staying in there without tape. But this, and even the Catwoman one, to me, signals very much like lingerie.
No, I said J, like juvenile section of kids, J, like the letter J. So the way they mark books at the library for kids, it'll say, I think, T for teen and J for basically 12 and under.
Like, we're supposed to pretend this is a swimsuit. She's got a choker.
No one's wearing leather in the pool.
She's got slices of the suit missing. She's got gloves on. This is sexual. This is sexualized energy. This is not benign. This is not innocent. That looks like something you'd see, like, on a Victoria's Secret advertisement.
What would a mother be? You're on family vacation, you wearing that at the pool? You're going to the splash pad wearing that?
Well, people will say, But if you go to the pool and the beach, you're going to see that. And I'm like, yeah, but when I go
No one's wearing leather.
Nobody's wearing leather, but imagine it wasn't leather.
Sure.
I know that when I go to the beach or to the pool, I'm going into an environment where people are going to express their freedom. There's no age rating at the beach.
Sure.
This is a game, age-rated
Marketed
teen,
for
and it's clearly
kids.
marketed to children. Like the artwork, the style, the little sprites and burnt peanut and all the rest. It's clearly marketed to children. And the thing that really frustrates me about it is both Fortnite and Marvel Rivals didn't do any of this when they first came out. It's after the fact. So you're pushing on a boundary or a contract of trust.
Well, where's the limit? Like what?
Right.
What's off limits? And why is that necessary? Like,
that's my frustration with it. Is it feels like you're pushing against a boundary.
Like all of these are fine.
Because
right?
you get kids in these games. Because if the game would have first came out and looked like that, a bunch of people
nobody
would
be allowed to play it.
Yeah, you're not allowed to play that.
Yep.
I don't want you playing that game. But you wait until after they're playing to introduce it.
Yeah.
Both Marvel Rivals and Fortnite has done this. And I gave the example, every 2 years, because I do soccer coaching, I have to take training. It's very unpleasant, but it's important. And they talk about one of the first things a predator will do is push against boundaries, and they will try to introduce material to the child to make them comfortable with this sort of thing.
Yep.
And when I look at this, and I look at Fortnite and Marvel Rivals, I'm like, you're pushing against a boundary to make children comfortable with this kind of thing.
Yep.
And it makes my blood hot. I'm like, that should not be happening in these games. It's wrong. It's if you want to have it marked M.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Yeah, in a
Mark it
mature
M.
game, okay. That's on the parent for letting their kid play something rated M. That's like letting your kid watch an R-rated movie. That's on you as the parent.
Yeah.
You know, but if my kids turned on a PG movie or a PG-13 movie and that was in it, I'd be kind of shocked. But again, that's an advantage you have with a movie. It's a contained piece of entertainment.
Yeah.
And you're told ahead of time what's in it. You're not really told what's in Fortnite in perpetuity or Marvel Rivals because they're ongoing games. So, yeah, I'm not happy about it. I find it to be a worrisome trend.
Is there other games our kids can play? Because I do feel like...
Well, the advantage you have in Fortnite is you can't really see it when you're in the game. Like in Marvel Rivals, you totally can, because it's like, it's everywhere. The characters, the celebration screens, it's in your face. In Fortnite, if they don't buy the skins or use the skins, they'll never really see it. Because like when you're in the game,
but it's not on
fighting,
the screen when they first pull it up? Because
no.
I feel like that's where they see some of the skins that you can...
I haven't seen it yet. Because you have to go into the store right now. So
here's the thing.
To
that means you need to sit out there until they're loaded into a game.
Or see if I can change it. Like, can I set their... Because they pick their loading screens from their... They have like a locker. You can go in and set all that stuff, I think. I could make sure that none of that pops up. Because right now it's just like John Wick and the little sprites pop up.
Which are like little stars or what?
Yeah, they're like little characters.
Because like I don't know what that means. Like that doesn't sound very nice either.
Little sprite?
I don't know what it means.
Oh, they're like the little chubby guys that follow you around. And the one is the burnt peanut. They're nothing. They're benign.
Until they put testicles on it and boobs. So, and then here you go. You got this little animated sprite.
I think it's grounds for what somebody in chat said. Like, I should be able to go in and mark certain things and be like, I don't want this showing up. Like, this is a teen-rated game, and I think my 13-year-old shouldn't have to see any of this stuff.
So, how do you communicate dissatisfaction with that, besides not playing?
They're too big. What are you going to do? Other than what I'm doing right now, which is talking about it with my platform, and I don't know if I'm going to make a video about it or not. I'm tempted to make one. I'm tempted to make one about Marvel Rivals and Fortnite and saying, like, this is predatory behavior. This is the behavior of a predator.
Yeah.
When someone preys on children, this is what they do. They introduce content to make that kind of sexualized content normal to them because it breaks down a barrier. It breaks down a part of their their conscience. And I'm like, that's not appropriate for 13 to 17-year-olds to be exposed to that kind of stuff. So, and people are always like, well, I saw it when I was a kid and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that doesn't make it right.
No, yeah.
We all saw all kinds of things. You know, when I was in the 7th grade, I was at my friend's house, and he pulled out his older brother's dirty magazine, and I saw something that I didn't even understand because I had never seen it before. And it messed me up. For weeks, I thought, I'm going to get in so much trouble. And it was like, I didn't know what he was going to do. He's like, hey, come over here. And he showed me a picture, and it was like, it really messed with me. You should make that video and let people know. This was normal in games in the 80s, 90s. That's how games... No. I played video games in the 80s and 90s. This wasn't normal back then. What are you talking about? The games didn't even look like this back then. If a girl in a video game was a swimsuit, she was 18 pixels on a screen.
Yeah. Yeah.
You played Leisure Suit Larry at age 11? Comics had the boobs out. Comics definitely had a lot of accentuation and
but
exaggeration.
Probably if you look to see, those comics were geared toward, they weren't, people think cartoons, children, and they were probably, right? Some of these, like you have a couple older, like vintage comics that the boy can't look at because they are for adults.
Right. Right.
Like just because it's pictures doesn't mean it's just for kids.
Look at Golden Axe, the front cover of Golden Axe. You finding examples from back then of, yes, there were sometimes women that had like lots of cleavage showing or whatever. That doesn't change my position on it. It doesn't change my position on it. You introduce a game where the art style and the vibe is targeting children and it's rated teen. And then years later, all of a sudden you're adding all this stuff. It raises my hackles as a parent. It's like, that is not okay. It's not benign. The art is not benign. It's not. Yeah. It communicates something. And this is communicating that this is beautiful and good and worthy of purchase. And I'm like, no, it's not. Not for children, it's not. So, there was one in PlayStation 1 or 2 that I remember. They were very uncommon, but you have to remember the scope and the scale of Marvel Rivals and Fortnite is significant. Way more children are playing these games than ever played or saw the cover for Golden Axe. You know. It's just, it's not, I don't feel like it's comparable. So, I'm disappointed. I find it to be inappropriate. And you should be giving people the ability to not have this stuff visible. Because if it was a mature game,
yeah,
even in mature games, you can turn off the gore sometimes or the profanity if you want.
Okay, so GTA 6, what's the rating on that?
Mature.
What's the purpose of a rating? If the rules are subjective, we should just let the kids play GTA 6.
I mean, yeah. GTA 6 is going to go well beyond this, though, which is what people would say. You know,
for now, what's the limit? What's
right.
the limit?
Right.
So, it's like if there's a rating, it goes back to there needs to be specific things and not subjective. I'm going to rate this as a person who's far removed from children. It's fine. Oh well, you have kids, so you're going to be like, it's not fine. No, there should be like a list. You know, so many things. And then this bumps the rating.
This is how women were portrayed in England. There's a page called Where Women Were... I mean, if you're going to go history of art and the study of the human form, that's different. A lot of the older art where there's nudity, it isn't the same. It's not in the same category. Mm-hmm. Like the Venus de Milo or the Statue of David. Ain't this. They're not in the same category. They're not. Study of the human form through sculpture or painting historically is not the same as whatever the heck they're doing with Catwoman and Poison Ivy in Fortnite. Or
I'm glad my kid is only interested in Mario Kart. Well, hold on, because Peach might be showing some peaches. So, I mean, I know maybe historically where the different cultures have a little bit more, like, I don't know, sense and shame, right?
I mean, Japanese culture's not going to save you here, Mama. But Nintendo's definitely got more standards.
But it's a different style of game.
It is. Well, and it's also probably rated like E for everyone.
Yeah,
they're more family games. Yeah. That was good. That was a good line.
Well, I mean, in 2 years, I called it, so.
Before we do the last two, do you want to give the kiddos a warning?
Yep.
It's 9:30.
And then I think you should be out there when they load up the screen.
I was today.
I think you should be there every week.
I intentionally went in and said, well, I think I can go in and set it so only certain screens show. You can tell it what loading screens to pick. These seasonal updates get rated the same way they rate the games coming out new. I think the teen rating is just too broad. I think it's too broad. Because I think that people were saying the teen rating can have partial nudity. And I'm like, what is that? What's partial nudity? If you can literally have your whole cheeks out and everything but nipple, then what are we even talking about? That's not teen appropriate. Let somebody give your kid a comic book or a graphic novel, and that's the degree to which they push the line, and your kid's 14. You would be incensed. You would literally say, "Who gave you this?" You'd get arrested. You'd go punch somebody's lights out. You know, some dude at the library. Here you go, kid. This is good. And welcome to our book club. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? What are we doing? In Europe, we do not just have a simple rating. We have parent warnings like violence, gore, and so on. I just think that the difficulty with a game like Marvel Rivals and Fortnite is they're ongoing. So you get the game at launch and you don't see any of that stuff. Like Marvel Rivals didn't have Emma Frost out here with like this plunging open outfit where, you know, a strong breeze and she's naked. Like that wasn't in the game when it first came out. Even her, it's crazy. Her first big boom, boom, boom skin reveal was like, wow. And then the more recent ones, I'm like, they're basically naked. What are we doing? It's a teen-rated game, and you have people running around that are basically naked. That's ridiculous. Like, that's... You have to picture 13 and 14-year-old young boys and girls seeing that and thinking that that's normal or good or okay. I'm telling you, if you look into the predatory behavior of bad people, that's what they do. They push those boundaries with children because they're vulnerable and they don't have as much discernment. They don't have as much prudence. They're in their formative years, and you're like, yeah, let's just download this crap into your brain. It's like it's wrong. It's I would go so far as to say it's immoral. Like you're putting something in their brain that has no business being there, and it's breaking a contract of trust where that wasn't in the game to begin with, and now it is. And it's like, again, do any research into childhood development and child psychology. This is reckless and damaging to have children seeing these types of things. It's not good. I don't care if you saw it when you were a kid and you turned out okay. Absolutely not. This should not be happening. The Arkham games did that for Ivy as well. I don't know. Are the Arkham games rated teen though? They're pretty violent. They're pretty violent, aren't they? Most of them are T for teen, it says. Arkham Knight was M for mature. Arkham Asylum and City and Origins were T. Blackgate was T. And then Batman Arkham Knight was M for mature. For blood, language, torturous themes, and intense violence. Torturous themes. Yeah, all except night. That's surprising. That's surprising they got away with that. It really is. Because my memory of those early Arkham games is they're pretty disturbing. They don't seem appropriate for like a 13 or a 14-year-old to be playing them. You know, I know there's a big difference between like a 13-year-old being able to see something that might be scary or violent and a 17-year-old. There's a big chasm of difference. You could show a 13-year-old, you know, like the Lord of the Rings, and they might have nightmares, and then a 17-year-old's like, I'm driving and have a job, like the Lord of the Rings isn't going to bother them. Like, I know there's a big difference. Like, that's part of the problem is like the teen rating. It's like, you know, a 17-year-old's starting to watch movies with their parents and being more comfortable with stuff like that. It's not going to disturb them because they know it's fake, they know it's not real. A 13, 14-year-old kid, man, some of this stuff's intense to be, you know, taken into their brain and their heart and their soul. It's just a lot. One thing for creep artist to make the skin, another thing for it to be approved. How many people did that go through? All creeps. It raises my hackles. It really, really does. It is one of the most common tactics of a predator. It's one of the most common tactics to introduce material to make them. It's literally to take down their guard and their barriers and their boundaries. And I'm like, that's what this feels like to me. You know, gets my blood hot as a dad.
Oh, we're talking about those.
Yeah. All right. We're definitely not hitting stretch tonight, and that is okay. If we hit the stretch goal, just so you all know, we will double the length of the stream. And I was gonna, we would do like a second segment, another 2 hours, where we would play through Astral Ascent. I don't think that's gonna happen because the stretch goal is 750, and without like some insane people pulling off miracles, we'll be done here in about a half an hour.
Okay.
So we've got two more things going on in the news, though, that we need to talk about.
Let's talk about it.
Okay. So.
We've already talked about this. Done.
No, we have not.
Okay.
We have not talked about this.
Wolverine?
Well, we're just going to have this in the background because it's a PlayStation game. So PlayStation announced that they were no longer going to be making physical games, physical discs, after January 2028.
Okay, we all know that.
The continued backlash, anything they post, YouTube trailers, Instagram posts, Twitter posts, people spam to the point that smaller studios that have marketing agreements are really excited to have PlayStation put out their trailer or their ad, and their tweets and their posts and their videos are getting just absolutely brigaded by people being extremely mean. And I and many other people are taking issue with that. It's like, you guys are no longer like letting your voices be heard. You're basically harassing and brigading every tweet, and you're hurting smaller studios in the process.
In the past, if someone does something that you decide isn't how you think it should be done, harassment until people either change what they're doing or literally give up and die, those are the only options. So it would make sense that mob mentality is still kind of waving through online places.
Oh yeah, it's like it's basically do
what I want or I'm going to throw a fit.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, when the kids do it, no.
The backlash, it certainly has calmed down.
Okay.
But it's persistent.
Sure.
Many people feel that PlayStation should say something.
I mean, maybe
or they might walk it back.
I don't know.
I don't think they're going to.
I don't think they should say anything. I don't know if they should say anything, and I don't think they'll walk it back. I think when you have the same people saying the same things over and over, people who, like what I tell the kids, does that look like a thinker? Is that a person who's thinking individual? Like, I think Sony will interact with people who are thinking and who actually have valuable things to say. But mob, copy paste, I don't like what you're doing, so I'm going to punish you. Tweets don't deserve a response.
There's even some YouTubers getting called out one YouTuber in particular went on record saying, I'm done with PlayStation. I'm not going to buy their stuff anymore.
Ever again?
Yeah, ever again, I'm out.
No.
And just 2 weeks have gone by.
Yeah.
And now that YouTuber is basically being like,
I
well, I don't really have a choice, because if I'm going to cover PlayStation and be a YouTuber,
no,
I'll have to buy the games, which is what I said from the beginning. It's like, you're never going to be able to hold to these convictions because physical's going to go away.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to go away. So people are obviously calling folks like that out. Like, I'm not in the business of calling anybody out, but I saw it on Twitter. They were calling them out.
So I think sometimes people can take it too far. I'm never gonna, and then say really bad things about that aren't related. It's their turn to air out all their feelings, right? Instead of just saying, oh, this really upsets me, I don't think I'm ever gonna do that. Oh, 2 weeks later, oh, my bad, this is how I make my money, this is how I do my job, I have to.
Right.
But if he went on like a brigade, I'm only gonna tell my story, but I'm gonna complain about all these other things, you know, people should be allowed to change their mind. So maybe it just depends on how he slammed the door.
Someone in chat says, Mystic Ryan. I don't know how Mystic Ryan's treating it. I just know, the clip on Twitter is of MBG, and they're ripping into him, and it's like,
oh, and do they have a history of, that's terrible, I would never, like, if someone has a history of always, like, you know what I mean, overreacting and then having to backpedal, I think that also changes. Like, if you get really upset and you're live or you're doing a video and you're just, when you're, I think, in a situation where you're, I don't know, is he a live streamer or is he just doing videos?
The clip of MBG, he was live when he said it.
So I think this is an issue. Like, if I'm talking to these people every day, I'm going to feel some sort of friendship with the people who are regularly here. And if it was me in real life and something happened that upset me and I'm sitting across the table from one of my friends, I'm just kind of putting out there all the things that I'm feeling. And it might sound like, I hate, this is the worst, I'm going to die. And then a couple days later, I've already aired that out. Now I have my concise thought. So I think this idea that streamers can't change their mind is unfair. But I also think we have recorded context of who they are as a person, right? And so, like, if someone comes in and says something and you guys have conversation, when we have conversations with people, sometimes you learn and you change and you adapt and you become better, right? We people change, right? So I would say pattern of history with this guy. Obviously, everyone said that's not possible.
Well, it's not the first time
specifically.
It's not the first time he said he wasn't going to get Ghost of Yote, and people called him out about that as well because I guess he ended up getting it.
Oh, so here, this is a new idea. Okay, people who say that, and then they go get it. You need to have other people, not on camera, go literally and take it from them. You're not allowed to have this. And that's their job.
Yeah.
And all they do is post a picture of the person having it taken from them. Yeah. That's it.
Well, my position, usually with these situations, I don't take a drastic stance or like this, I'm absolutely done, because like the thing we just covered with Fortnite. Yeah. It's like, well, I think I might make a video. I think I might get my voice out here and try and get people to agree to be like, hey, we should have more control and more say in how this stuff shows up in these games when they're rated teen. Instead of being like, I'm done, I'm never doing anything again, I just deleted everything. Like, if somebody feels they need to do that, that's fine. Like Ginger did that. He just took Fortnite off of all of the devices. Yeah.
Well, and maybe, I don't know him, but maybe he feels like that's the only way to communicate dissatisfaction.
Well, he also has many children, so I think it's a lot, like 5 or 6. So I think it's harder for him to constantly be watching. Like, if they're all having fun playing, it's not as easy. Like, with our situation, it's like, I'm very much hovering or within 5 feet when they're playing.
I don't know if you're hovering.
In the beginning, at least. But the point is that if they need help, or if something's not working, or if they have a question, I'm 5 feet away. Like, I'm like right here.
I think what Fortnite's doing is changing the type of game it is. That's the problem.
But the point is that in that situation, I'm not going to take a super hyper drastic stance.
I might. I'm deleting it.
Okay. But with the situation with the discs and the physical,
oh yeah,
you take this super hard stance, and it's like, but what if you end up changing your mind or needing to go back? Like you don't know. Like that's the challenge. When people were doing
when he
that,
said, "I'm never gonna get one. I'm never gonna play because it's
yeah,
yeah." I feel like a grown person should have the at least who's on camera all the time should have some sort of way to almost regulate himself in that moment. This is really upsetting. I don't know what I'm going to do. Instead of saying with absolute, I'm never going to. You know what I mean? Like, could you do it? You make a mistake one time. And I think that, okay, you got worked up. It was really, someone said something and you got worked up. But if you're saying it all the time, well, he should have something.
They got a lot of views.
He wasn't surprised.
They got a lot of views and they got a lot of support for taking this sort of hardline stance.
No. Here's the thing. If you take the hardline stance and then you change your mind, then you should lose that support. If I support you for a belief that you've communicated that you have, and then 2 weeks later I found that you flip-flopped, do you remember that used to be like a thing that people were mad about? Then people should get mad at that. We should feel like if I'm supporting you for something that I think you believe in, I should be mad when I find out later that's not what you were. You did it for the sake of me to support you in that moment.
That's why when I took my position on it, I knew I was taking a position that people would not like and that it would hurt me. I knew, people unsubbed, people canceled their memberships. I could see it in the numbers. People were not happy about my position on this, that we were fighting the wrong fight. We should be fighting for digital ownership and not fighting for physical discs, because even the physical discs sometimes, you're not even going to have true ownership of it, because not all the time, but there's a percentage of time where the full game's not even there.
Yeah. Well, I think if that ship has already sailed, the physical disc, then you're fighting a battle that's not fightable. It's over. That
was my position, was we should fight for true digital ownership so that these companies cannot take away because people kept saying, oh, well, you only really own it if it's on physical. And I'm like, well, what are you going to do with all of the smaller studios, the AA studios, the indie studios? They don't do physical. They only do digital because it's too expensive to do physical. You're just okay with never owning those games, or what, are you never going to support those studios? It's like, my position covers the bases of yes, we need better ownership, but we also should be free to purchase digital and not be like, oh, well, we're not really supporting gaming, or we're not a true gamer. It's there's so many games that you simply cannot buy physical. And so I knew. So
what the concern is that you download it as a digital game, and then somehow the game company takes it from you?
They can, according to their TOS, they can just make it to where you can't play it, because you're buying.
If somebody decides they don't like your tweet from one day, they can just block you forever?
You're buying a revocable license, yes. They can revoke your access. That's the frustration, and I don't agree with it. I think that that's wrong.
What other thing that we have that works for?
All the movies we bought on Amazon, we don't actually own.
What?
They can take them away. If they get into a license dispute with whoever owns the movie, we can lose the movie. And I don't think that's right. I don't think a license dispute between Amazon and
No, then they should have to give us our money back.
That's exactly right. It recently happened. Sony revoked a bunch of people's movies and music because they had a license expire. And it's but that has nothing to do with the consumer.
Because it's super convenient to have it on your TV and not have to buy a DVD wherever you buy DVDs these days. I don't know where you buy
This is why I told people you're fighting a losing battle. Consumers will take the path of least resistance. If it's convenient, that's what they're going to do. And you guys are fighting a losing battle.
Redbox, we got rid of Blockbuster. We had Redbox because we could get it when we got gas. And then Redbox went away because we could literally just click download in my house.
Yep. And they're also fighting a margins battle. So the numbers have come out. When you buy a physical game, the company gets a certain amount of money. When you buy it digitally, the company gets twice as much money because they're not paying the retailer, they're not paying for shipping, they're not paying for raw materials. So the math is terrible in favor of the people who want physical, because two people have to buy physical to equal one digital purchase. And the math's going to get worse because raw materials and gas, everything's getting more expensive. So by the time this rolls out in 2028, you'd have to buy 3 physical copies to equal 1 digital. Well, those margins are terrible. The companies
Nobody's
are obviously
doing
going to want everybody buying digital.
Well, so the moment is now to make that change from the consumer protective. Because
Yes.
once they go completely digital, they have complete power.
That's why I said now.
So it's now. Because in
I said that-
2028, if Sony basically is letting you borrow the game for $75 or however much they cost, you can borrow it until they lose it or they don't like you anymore or somebody somewhere heard something about you and they change their mind. You're just borrowing it. It's a really expensive rental fee.
That's right.
So, but there's no like big lawyer corporation somewhere that likes to play video games. They can just do this. They just
There's government
go
bodies.
out there and
There's government bodies. There's government bodies that do regulations, and they do consumer protection. And so we know somebody who's well connected and knows politicians and stuff. I'm literally going to speak to him and say, I need you to give me. Who could I talk to?
Oh my gosh, we have to go to the local government.
I want to talk to somebody on the phone or in person to be like, this is a severe issue. This needs to be brought before our own.
You got to say, do you
government.
have children? How much have they spent on video games this year?
Right.
Thousands of dollars. Okay. What would you do if
They suddenly couldn't
if it
play
just
anything.
that money just disappeared?
Gone.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to like make it, because they're going to be like, why is this a big deal? I'm 65 years old and I don't care.
Oh, and don't worry, if I get in the ear of anybody in government, I'll also bring up the Fortnite and Marvel Rivals thing. I'll be like, this is a problem. This is not teen appropriate.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm going to approach it.
Children. No.
I'm going to approach
minor. You got to say
minor.
Yeah, you got to use the trigger words.
I'm going to approach it, this digital ownership thing, from the perspective of what is best for the consumer. And I don't think it's best for the consumer to be brigading tweets and harassing, and hurting small developers because you want physical, because that's over. That train is leaving the station.
Can we be honest? They knew it was coming. Anyone looking into the future could see it.
Many of us did, yes.
Everyone.
So, that's the continued Sony Backlash story, and that's Madam's thoughts on it.
It's not like it's a surprise. Like if nobody did anything digital, if we didn't do any digital anything, they'd be like, oh, this is very surprising. We have to go to Blockbuster to get our movies. Why don't we do that for games?
Yeah.
But I think anybody who can think long term, this is what's happening.
Yeah.
It wasn't a surprise. When you told me, I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, and the fact that we don't really own those movies, and the fact
I
that
didn't know that. That's so rude.
Problem. It's a problem.
So mad. They delete any of my movies?
It's-
Who owns that? Going to his house?
All they have to
Asking
do,
him to borrow his DVD.
all they have to do is get into a licensure dispute with who owns the movies, and you're screwed. Like you have no power as the consumer, and it's a problem. We're not protected.
Well, and I feel like sometimes it's like this happens, and like these personal things happen, and all of a sudden they're complaining. Ridiculous.
All right, let's do the last one.
Okay, what's the last one?
Last story. All right.
Thanos.
That's not Thanos. I don't think that was Thanos.
His little Thanos glove.
This is what she was reacting to. No, I don't think that's Thanos.
That's his Thanos glove.
Oh, like a time glove. Anyways.
Oh, gosh.
Why'd you say, oh, gosh?
Which is startling.
Oh.
Oh. Is this the same game?
This is a montage from the Xbox showcase.
Okay, I was like, because these don't look like the same games.
So, Xbox just did 1,600 layoffs.
Okay. What percentage of employees is that?
It's for Xbox is a lot.
Okay.
They're going to do another 1,600 over the course of the fiscal year.
How many people work for Xbox now?
I don't know, but 3,200 are going to get laid off. I think somebody said it was like 20% of their entire workforce.
Okay.
That's a lot. Now, in the wake of these layoffs, there's been a whole lot done to help defend the brand. And I have been very frustrated by it because the game that I've been playing, Doom. id Software makes that.
Okay.
They make
Yes.
and have made historic games. They made Wolfenstein 3D. They made Doom 1 and 2. They made Quake and Quake 2 and Quake 3 Arena. They made all those games.
Okay.
Formative games for me.
Okay.
And they were gutted. In the wake of them being gutted, they tweeted like, oh, we're back to the same size we were when we shipped Doom 2016. Now, what's funny about that statement
Okay.
I heard that statement the entire week from Xbox fans who were like defending this. Like,
wait, isn't that a bad thing? We're the size that we were 10 years ago.
yeah,
That's bad.
they're selling it as a positive. It just so happened to be something that Xbox fans were saying all week.
Technically, we're the same size as 2016 is just a factual statement.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's a bad thing. We haven't grown.
How many Xbox fans do you think genuinely off the top of their head knew the employee count of id Software from 10 years ago? How many do you think they actually
Maybe
knew
like
that?
Two in the whole world.
They were all saying it all week long. And then conveniently, id Software tweeted that out. That like, we'll be okay. We were this size when we shipped Doom 2016. I'm like,
Okay.
I think the fans were fed this talking point, and now you're making id Software say this.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have an announcement from Bethesda.
Okay.
They announced basically everything they're going to do for the next 20 years. They said we're going to do
if they're around for 20 years.
That's right. They announced they were going to do a Fallout remake and a Fallout
I
that
think
remake.
When somebody says this is what we're doing for the next 20 years, I actually think that's a really bad sign. There's no way in the next 20 years that they know exactly the direction of gaming and digital and all the things. I think a 20-year plan is not a good sign.
Well,
Why
I
we
think
spend time on what you're doing here?
I think it's damage control.
20 years is too far.
Because a month ago they did the Xbox Showcase. And the Xbox Showcase is full of lies now because there's literal games announced in the showcase that might not even come to the market because those studios have been sold.
Oh.
So it's the showcase has games in it that are coming to
You
Game
would
Pass
have to know
that might not even be on Game Pass because those companies are now no longer under Xbox ownership.
When did the list of people being cut, when was that list made? If it was made before the Game Pass thing, whatever, the show, then that's a lie. If it was made after, then whoever's in charge of making that, they only had information that they had. Oh, but that you could find that.
And so Bethesda says all this stuff.
Okay.
They say we're going to do this remake of Fallout and that remake of Fallout.
No.
And also Obsidian's doing a new Fallout, and then we're working on Elder Scrolls 6.
Too many.
Oh, and also we're going to be starting work on Fallout 5. And I called it what it was. I said this is damage control. They're trying to create hype.
Mm-hmm. If they say all those games, maybe enough people will come together and make it.
Well, what do you think they're all doing right now? What do you think all of the pro Xbox outlets and fans are doing?
Panicking?
No, they're celebrating that Bethesda said all these things. But
they're just words.
That's right.
I celebrate when a game comes out because I get to play it. I'm sorry. When a playable game, when a game is playable, when it comes out, and I don't have to wait 10 hours or 10 weeks for a game to actually be playable, and then I can play it. And you know how I celebrate? I play the stinking game. And if it's not worth playing, I don't play it. And if I do play it, I don't remember the name. But if it's a bad game, I usually remember the name.
So I made a video.
Yeah.
And I said
people didn't like that.
This is damage control. And you know what all of the guys have in common that got in the comments and were like, but Sony though, or you're just mad, or Xbox can't win. You know what they all had in common? That none of them are playing Doom the Dark Ages DLC. I am. And I actually care about the studio and the game. Like, it's remarkable to me how the people that like defend Xbox and celebrate everything they do, like a tweet is enough to calm them all down. It's like you don't care about the games of the studios. You guys all shrug.
Maybe they don't really play. Maybe that's the point.
Well, this is the other thing that came out. Mm-hmm. They're doing interviews and they're saying like, oh, there's going to be more exclusives in the future, right?
Didn't they say they're not?
So they did this interview and they're like, oh, it won't be every single player game, but there'll be more exclusives in the future. But we just spent the last week or two listening to people justify studios getting laid off or sold because their games didn't sell enough copies. What do you think an exclusive to Xbox is going to do sales-wise?
I mean, probably not much for them because it's not working. They've been laying off people every other week.
Like, what?
It's going to take too long to come out because they fired everybody.
Yeah, Todd Howard just happened to do an interview with Jason Schreier after 5 years or 15 years of not doing it. Like, it's all so see-through. I like at this point I see through the brand so much. I'm like, I just see what you're doing. It's all PR. It's all fake. And then the people that actually take over the brand, they don't even play the dadgum games. Like, I would bet 95% of the people who get in my comments and defend Xbox, they're not playing Doom the Dark Ages DLC.
What are they playing? Nothing?
Probably nothing. They're playing Twitter and Defense Force.
So they have Xboxes, or they wish they had one. They just like it more, and they complain, and they...
Well, Doom the Dark Ages DLC is not on Game Pass. They'd have to actually pay for it, so they're probably not playing it. That's the other thing that's going to have to change. Jason Schreier just said...
People, if you don't pay for a game, they're going to lay more people off.
Jason Schreier just said that most of the people working at Xbox and most of the studio heads, they hate Game Pass because it's completely antithetical to what developers want, which I've said for years. I'm like, developers don't want to give their game away for free. Like, who wants to do that? You want to make your game and give it away for free? They get bonuses sometimes for how many copies are sold.
In Game Pass, you don't have to do that?
No, you just it's like subscribing to Netflix. We don't buy what's on Netflix. We just watch what's there. You don't buy what's on Game Pass. You just play what's there.
Because, like, I was thinking, when you check things out at the library, even the library has to make the purchase. So, like, if I don't know if you can get... You might be able to get video games from the library, but the library still has to purchase that video game first. So I can get it for free, but it's still being purchased.
Right. All the real reporters out there are saying this was damage control. Well, then I'm proud of the video I made, even though it tanked and nobody watched it. Like, it said my subs weren't watching it. I'm like, why is nobody watching this? Like, Xbox is playing y'all. They're playing y'all. This is damage control.
Some people would rather believe something that's not true than look into reality. Isn't that kind of how we live now? We like to pretend.
It's, as a creator, it's frustrating. It's like the thing with disc and the digital thing, not a popular take. My videos got people angry and hurt me. And now this thing with Xbox, I'm like, this is damage control. And then the video tanks, and I'm like, okay, I don't know. I watched it, loved the vid. I appreciate you guys that jumped on it. Because I really felt like I need to make this video. No, who's going to say this? Well, I'm going to say this. This is damage control.
So what are the people who are saying it's not damage control? What are they saying? That it's great? They're
saying, why would you be upset about this? This is what they need to do. They're resetting and they're announcing games. And I'm like, it's a freaking tweet. Some of these games aren't going to be playable for 5 to 6 years if they even come out.
Yeah.
We discussed earlier this week, being the size they were when they made Doom 2016 is not a good sign. Well, it took them a decade to make, Omar, and if you do some research into Doom 2016, it went through development hell and it got rebooted in 2013. Like, I watched it though. Well, if you guys are here on a Saturday night, you're probably one of the people that watched it. You're a diehard. It literally told me my subs weren't watching it. I'm like...
That is so rude.
I'm like, why are you guys watching this? This just hit. This is big news. Like... What is going on? It's because it's negative, and I think people are tired of the bad news. I think people are worn out, and I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. But I'm like, come on, somebody's got to say this. Nobody's saying it. Like, yeah, I don't know who is, but I just saw nothing but positivity. I shared it with a friend of mine, and he's like, come on, bro. Yeah, they think I'm just being a hater. I'm like, I'm not being a hater. Like, this company doesn't... Why would you trust anything they say?
It's the same people going to the guy that I'm never going to play PlayStation ever again, and I'm still watching his videos 2 weeks later, even though he said that. Like, they're just, maybe it's just a cultural, like, video games, we feel really strongly about some things, and other things we overlook every time.
They did a showcase 30 days ago that's full of lies. The ink's not even dry on all the pink slips for 1,600 people getting laid off. And you guys want me to celebrate a tweet from Bethesda? They announced everything they're going to make apparently for the next 15 years. Like, who does that?
Yeah, I think that's...
They were told to say that. id Software was told to send that tweet. Can you imagine that id Software's been around for so long? 76% of the people get walked to the door. Some of the people have been there for over 20 years.
Walk to the door to leave? To never come back?
Fired. 76% fired. And some of the people have been there for over 20 years. If you work at the company, are you going to write some tweet assuring everybody that you're fine and you're back to the size you were 10 years ago? No, you're going to be like, this is heartbreaking. This is a tough time.
If you work for people, with people for 20 years, like that's... I mean, that I can't imagine losing that space. with those people because you would be living life with them.
Yeah,
you spend more time with them than your own family.
And you're gonna write a tweet being like, everything's okay, everything's fine.
They told him, write this, or you're walking out with them.
It frustrates me so much. I hate what the brand has done. I really do. I hate what they've done to these studios, and I hate that, like, if you actually cover it in the way that I've covered it, you get labeled, you know, as a fanboy. Like, I saw the video from Des and Ligeri, and I'm like, this is just such a guaranteed content model. You make terrible false equivalencies and bad faith arguments, and when people try to correct you, you'll just tell them that they're being a console warrior. Like, he makes all these terrible comparisons to Sony, and I'm like, he's like, people are being more mean and angry about Xbox than Sony. He starts listing all the studios that were closed. I'm like, do you know how many of those studios had like 20 people working at them on like a mobile game or a VR game? You're trying to make that equivalent to 1,600 people laid off. Another 1,600 people are going to be laid off again. So 3,200 people laid off. This is actually almost as big as 2 years ago when they laid off 2,500 people. That's equal to them shutting down like mobile and VR studios that had like 20 people working at them. But they'll make that crap argument, and when you try to correct them, then you're the fanboy. It's a perfect content model. It's a perfect content model. You spew nonsense, and when you get corrected, the people correcting you are the fanboys. I hate it. The entire edifice of gaming coverage, I can't stand it. It's just a circus show, and the biggest company in the world is gutting their gaming division and studios that have been around since I started gaming, and the people just sit around and applaud a tweet from Bethesda. It's a dadgum joke.
Well, I mean, I feel like time will tell. Like, when you put out like a plan for so many years of what you're going to be doing, eventually we're going to have some of that plan behind us, and none of those things have happened.
That's true of every roadmap they've ever put out. Their roadmaps are riddled with games that didn't even come out.
It made me think of, I saw this thing on Facebook, and it said, pay for this program, and you can map out your kids' homeschooling from now until they graduate. Mm-hmm. Why would I do that? Right? Because our kids are changing, right? And what they need and how they're learning and what they're interested in and those types of things every year is going to look different. And right. the pace that they take each year, depending on what's going on in their life and how much they're growing, it's going to change. So it said, click this and you can pay money and we'll help you do that. And then you won't have to spend any time lesson planning for the rest of your kids' high school, up and through until they graduate. And I thought immediately, there's no way I can plan out past this year.
Yeah, there's no way.
Because I don't know what changes are going to happen, what our life's going to look like, you know what I mean, as a family and what we're doing and who they are. So I can't imagine as a gaming company being like, for a person's entire lifetime, for 20 years, we're going to just plan all these things because we know the future. 20 years ago, do you think they would say, oh yeah, eventually we're going to not have discs?
People don't. That's the thing. People don't do this. Companies don't announce this level of announcement. They never do it.
I think 5 years maybe would be fine. 3 years.
D-Tom, I would love to do a show with Maddie because I like Maddie, and I feel like someone like him, like his fandom is being used against him. How could he not be excited? He's a big Bethesda guy. Like, that's what I said in my video. I was like, it's kind of gross. They're using your fandom against you. What, are you going to be mad or mean to Bethesda or id Software when they're like, everything's fine, we've got good things coming? Are you going to be mean or distrusting of those studios? Of course not. If you're a fan, you're going to be excited. That's what they're doing. They're using that to get people to just act like, oh yeah, 3,000 people being laid off and veteran talent from id is gone, but everything is fine, all will be well.
It makes me think of the little gif where he's like the dog, he's sitting in the house drinking coffee and it's like everything's fine.
Everything's fine. I'm telling you, they're using your fandom against you.
Yeah, Phil was still there.
That's what all of this has been, and
people should get mad that it's almost intentional. The way that they're presenting information, they know who's receiving it, and who's going to receive it in that way, and they're doing it with the intent to get you to almost stop looking.
Well, that's a good note to leave on, because there's a lot of you here. There's like 160 on YouTube and like 30 on Twitch. Help my video out, all right? Go watch it. Go leave a comment. If you like
nice
it
comment.
and hype it, like it and hype it on mobile. On mobile, you can like and hit the hype button. That helps me, all right? We're going to call it there, though. It's after 10. We've been going for 2 hours. When we don't hit stretch, that's roughly what we do. We kind of react to gaming news and vibe with you guys. So hit the like button, hit subscribe. There's a link in chat. Give that upload some love. And I'll see you guys Monday, all right? So be good.
Be good.
Yeah.
Drink water.
Drink water.
Go outside.
Get some good CPs.
CPs?
Yeah, go watch that video. There's a link in chat. I appreciate y'all. All right? Say goodnight, madam.
Good night.